Hi everyone, welcome to CFT number 3. Thanks for all your submissions. A little bit of smaller turnout, but pretty expected considering the other tournaments going on and time of year and such. Yeah, similar format to last time, 32,000p. Only difference this time is that there was a stipulation that there had to be, I think, between 4 to 16 ships. So, yeah, couple of balance changes, nothing too major though. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Alright, hitting start. Oh, hitting it again. It's a pentagram.
So, we're here with subpool number 1.
Is this
and we've got
the Astro thing? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Right. We've got Simple here with something dark side.
Oh, they look so cute. Little handles.
Yeah, they're a monoship submission, only a single class ship here, but they've got heavy carronades set to PD actually.
Did you buff carronades?
Not this patch, but the previous
one. I think, got a...
Yes, he's got carronades and locusts. The carronades here are being used as a defensive anti-missile and anti-drone weapon, which I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more of previously. They're pretty good at it, actually. But, yeah. And then the locusts are his primary offensive weapon.
Oh god. Muting! Alright, my caller ID said scammed, so I'm gonna ignore that.
Ah, that would seem reasonable.
Alright. On to the
anyhow. One thing I will note about Simple's fleet before we move on is that he has the Locust launchers placed internally, and they're not supposed to be placeable internally. The drones don't have no clip.
That's what you think.
But he did figure out a way to, I guess, manage to find placements which caused them to reliably get ejected, so fair enough. This is, I think, the first time that we've actually seen Simple in CFT, so should be interesting.
Oh, that's good. Alright, oh, it's already launched a couple locusts, so yeah, you're right, they do escape. Very nice. And some... Is that? No, that's a thruster.
Yeah, I did buff locusts, so we've seen, among the submissions for this tournament, we've seen heavier usage of them. We'll see how that turns out. Anyhow, we've got, here we've got False Knights by 9RF Cat.
Don't need that many generators. I guess these guys guzzle a lot of energy.
I don't think it I don't know. I don't think it does. That seems like more energy than it needs.
Alright.
Previously I remember having balanced the assault cannons to require a single small generator, plus the core.
Joyous.
I increased it, but it shouldn't require 2 mediums. That seems
at least it looks
like
cool.
A lot. Yeah, it does look neat, admittedly.
Always looks cool.
So he's got several of those assault cannon and drone ships with a lot of forward thrusts, and then the singular flagship here.
The doubler.
Or, oh no, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. There are in fact 2 of them. Yeah, these are... The assault cannon ships, despite their drones, are, as you can see by the thruster layout, meant to close in. They're close combat ships. These are more meant to stand off. They've got a couple of the super heavy artillery, and a bunch of the precision artillery as well. So these are more sort of ranged cruisers. I will note that the close-range ships don't have point defense, but these do. So we'll see how that turns out.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah. I do suspect that the lack of PD is going to cause a bit of a problem against this locust heavy composition. But we will see.
Oh man, those things hit.
Yeah.
Using flag. These guys seem to die.
Oh, you have SGO turned on. Okay.
Oops,
Yeah, it's fine.
Totally forgot. Okay, I mean, one SGO tournament and two non-SGO tournaments, I think that's fair. I mean, mine also has like less Halo than usual.
I was wondering why it looked a little bit different than I remembered it. But yeah.
That's your fault for not catching it instead.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, so whatever.
Snooze, you lose, and I snooze the most.
I know, you snoozed for an entire hour into turret.
This turret is still rotating even though the debris is rotating.
Yeah, they do that.
That is
But yeah, right now we're just seeing the overwhelming locust swarm here.
What? Are those snipe turrets?
Yes, there are I think like 7 precision artillery, something like that. It's quite a few.
I think they got changed, right? More damage but less accuracy or something?
I gave them a tiny bit of inaccuracy. They're still very accurate, but they've got a little bit of spread. But they have longer range now. They
shots? Oh, I'm so confused.
It's he's got a couple of light artillery. I suspect it's just to keep regen denial.
And something wants that one.
But it will let them put out some decent DPS at range.
Nope, Sunful does not have that.
He's relying entirely on the carronades as point defense.
I mean, I guess if you see any blue clouds, let me know, but I don't see any.
Nah, no flak. I checked. The carronades are pretty good PD though. The only time they'll struggle, I think, is against really large numbers of stuff. Because of the lack of splash.
Yes, they.
What is with that asteroid in the top left?
Top left?
Yeah, in the screen where you were.
This?
Yeah.
Alright, let me zoom in
Reassembly?
on these faces.
Anyway.
Yep, those are faces.
Yeah, those are kind of face looking. Spooky. Sumple is pretty far ahead again this time.
Sumple is smashing it, dude. These locusts need to get nerfed.
Yeah, the locusts are getting swatted by the flak here, as you can see on the big ships.
Probably.
But again, against the smaller ships.
A little light on the meathead side.
Yeah, these are relatively small ships, right? They're I think like 10,000 P, and they're only about the size of one of Sumple's.
And Sawtooth.
They're not. They're just not that heavily armored. Okay, so now we've got Sumple up against Floof with Solaris Systematis, Class M Defensionis Centralis. Code 87B by Floof.
87B, I'm gonna see in a magazine. That's a face.
Which is the Solar System Central Defense Navy, I believe, is the translation in Latin.
Probably live on
so he's
Mercury.
got the these little ships, Jupiter's Swarm, I think he called them. There are 2 different types of them. There's a drone.
Anyway.
It does.
I mean, okay, that's the only one with the face because the fighter is mid-launch. Oh wait, never mind. The face is on. It's still good.
It does look like a little face with a skirt. You're right. I didn't notice that, but I'm not going to be able to unsee that.
Sorry, Floof. We just had to. But at least your main one is in safe hands. It looks like kind of like a wasp back here. Oh my god, Floof's designs. Oh, it's great. I guess this could be a face right here with like 4 eyeballs.
I don't know what faces you're looking at, but
no, I see like these little lines are teeth, and then these 4 white things are eyes. It's like kind of like an alien bug-looking thing. Anyways, ignore me.
But Anyhow, the smaller ships, the Jupiters, there are two types of them. There's, I think, a drone variant and a carronade variant.
Let's see. This is a. Is this facing
That's
the
one of the
wrong way?
drone.
Oh, the turrets are
The
this
skirt
way.
is at the bottom.
Okay, the
It
skirt
is at the bow.
front. Okay, this way forward.
It's a big chunk of armor.
Is, are
But
the
yeah, this is the
wayfinders
drone version.
always facing that way? Oh, now mine is blown. The rangefinder looks. This looks like it's reversed. I'm so confused. What are the rangefinders here? Oh.
No case in heaven. The rangefinders turn. Or at least the turreted ones do.
Okay,
this is
this
the
makes sense.
carronade version.
Yeah, okay, this makes sense. Alright.
These are basically just distractors. They kind of just close in and draw fire. And then we've got the main piece here. The what do you call it? The Soul Stream, I think.
Packets.
Which is a big battleship with a bit of everything, really.
Ooh, I kind of want to see this take down the 4-ship submission from prior fight. Oh, that's kind of fun. Sorry, no.
Yeah,
no
this
offense,
should be
but
this should be interesting.
do some damage.
It's very nice ships.
I think
visually.
Locust might have a field day with it, won't it?
Yeah, it doesn't
Great.
have quite as much point defense as I would have expected for a ship of its size, admittedly. I do think that may be a bit of a problem.
Are these grave points connected to anything? It'd be really cool if it was.
It's pretty well connected, but there's some disconnected stuff.
These doodads. That. Chef's kiss. Alright.
It does have these two backwards torpedo launchers as well. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of those is exactly. It might be against it, like if it gets surrounded. Yeah.
Maybe it's for messing up the AI or something.
I'm not sure. I was thinking it might be.
If they're homing, they can like launch.
They don't have much in the way of homing. They have minimal turning.
Got it. Wait, no, is it a barrage missile?
No, it's a torpedo.
It's a torpedo? I thought
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
Torpedoes can use, or no, those are just Vipers.
Nah.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah. Let's get started. Yeah, torpedoes you want, as MJW is saying in chat, you want torpedoes firing directly at the enemy. They do have limited tracking, but they don't really yeah. One just launched.
Oh, this takes forever. Poof.
They turn, but see how slowly they turn,
No,
and they're
I mean,
time.
that is an aesthetic turn, though. Look at that. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
pretty
look
cool.
how short they time out there. Like most of their velocities in the launch.
That was a timeout?
Yeah. They're not particularly long range.
I mean, this guy might make it. Oh, close.
Most of Floof's distractors have gone down. It looks like just the lack of point defense on them means the locusts are really tearing them up.
This guy's getting choked.
Yeah, the flagship, the Soul's Dream, is lasting longer. It's able to actually put up a fight against the locusts, but right now it's just being surrounded and blasted by both the carronades and the artillery.
Well, I don't think it's getting surrounded yet.
No, actually, one side is clear.
Oh, it's like, tickle the other side. Scratching. Did you buff the spears?
Nope, no changes to spears.
I like how the spears look. So, yeah, undecided on how well they do. Although they seem to be.
He's right at
what
the
else
edge of
is
spear
done?
range. I'm not sure all of the shots are actually hitting.
I mean, he's still got the main
That's
length
it.
of
Yeah,
the ship,
as much as I was saying that.
I don't think they can get a flank. And
Yeah,
think
Floof might actually pull out a win here. The point defense is actually killing off the locusts pretty reliably before they can do too much.
I'm excited.
And
I want Floof to take it all
Sumple's
the
down
way.
to 3 ships now. The main artillery on Floof's battleship is still active and doing
It
a lot
is
of damage there.
cornered now, but it's 3v1, and the other guy has eaten the other 14 of his brothers. So I'm
One thing I will note as well, I forgot to mention, is Sumple actually reversed the color scheme on his ships. So the even though it looks like they're made out of red armor, the stronger type, that's actually
the lighter,
the weaker armor. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's
Sumple did sneaky. And Floof's taken round one. Let's see how the second one goes. This I think this match has the potential to go either way. It really depends on how quickly Sumple can start focusing the flagship. I don't think, although it has a decent amount of PD, I don't think it can handle all of the locusts from Sumple's entire fleet at once. But if Floof takes out a good chunk of Sumple's fleet before it starts getting focused, then I think he has a much better shot, like last time.
He has just enough distractors to distract.
Yeah, his distractors are doing a good job keeping them occupied while the flagship pounds away.
Oh hey, he's got a bunch of little shockwaves.
Yeah. It's the artillery hits.
Oh no, I think it's core explosion combined with SGO.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the penta
that's the
shockwave.
core explosion.
Yeah.
That's that.
Thanks for pointing it out.
And yeah, Lyle, it is quite possible to use the core explosions offensively. If you have very small close range ships that kind of hug the enemy.
Set the ship limit to 16. Was it always 16?
No, that's just for this tournament. I just felt like mixing it up a little bit. I did increase the core mass to nerf that, but it's still certainly very viable. The core explosion does a lot of damage.
Wait, I think my fleet actually could have an advantage in a 16. Now I think about it. Dang, I messed up. Oh, that's no fault of anybody's except my own.
And looks... by the looks of it, Floof's going to manage to pull this one off again. Once again, we're just seeing the a lot of damage on his flagship, but the Sumple's fleet's just been whittled down sufficiently that there's not enough to break through the point defense anymore. So right now his only source of offensive damage really is the couple of light artillery, and that's just not enough really.
Yes, locusts are not that strong against the might of aesthetics. He's got 3 survivors this time around.
Oh yeah.
They're hiding somewhere else. Here's 1 survivor. Oh, never mind.
Now it's 2.
Here's the other one. Oh, he's going head first. He launches something, and then you're having trouble navigating. Solaris Systematic, Class and Vision Centralis, Core B78D. Floof wins. Watch out, it's Jonathan. By debris.
Okay, so here we've got
right here.
Here we've got debris with it's Jonathan. He's got these little missile distractors. I think we've seen these before, or something very similar to them.
Are they supposed to aim backwards? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh no, there's forwards and backwards.
Their fastest movement is actually sideways.
Oh, okay. Like little crabs. I don't think Splinter realized the big armor part of the Jupiter swarm is the front. I know it's the front end. I just when the drones are all launching backwards, it just messes with my mind. I think there is 2 different versions, right?
I believe it was just single type.
Okay.
They're literally just there to distract and spam missiles and meet the ship minimum requirement.
What if this is Jonathan? Oh, there's a ship minimum requirement.
Yes, the restriction on this one was fleet size between 4 to 16.
I see. I usually when some rules don't apply to me, I just ignore them. It's like, yeah, I got 8. I was gonna make 8 ships. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, ignored. That is, we're gonna ignore that.
Is there one of those
Oh,
holes on the other side too? Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
At
just
least
for
it's
looks, I think.
symmetric. At least it's if you're gonna be dicey about it, at least it'd be symmetric.
But this now is Jonathan. It is.
Thrusters.
Yeah, it's kind of an upscaled version of what he went with last time. It's basically a missile battleship, just lots of armor, lots of missiles, pretty good thrust, mostly in reverse, I believe. Actually, it's got a good bit of forward thrust as well.
Oh
But,
wait, never mind. Sorry. For some reason, I thought those were like a 3x3 because they have like little dots on them or something.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. Why can't I see it? It's like, oh, this is actually 1x1.
Yeah, no, he's got a bunch of light flak and heavy flak. I think up front there's some heavier flak.
Like a straight line all the way through.
Yeah, he's got lots of flak of multiple types, and
like a
then a
reverse Death
ton
Star.
of.
It's like a trash chute
Yeah,
filled
kinda.
with garbage. It's like a full, solid trash chute.
Yeah, it's just got this solid channel of
exhaust
lots
port.
down the middle, and lots and lots of Viper missiles, which worked very well for him last time. We'll see how that goes this time.
I'm sorry, Debris, but I refuse to believe this is Jonathan. I still think this is Jonathan. I'm just sorry. I hate to break it to you. This is Benethan, his brother.
Benethan.
Yeah, Benethan. All right, ready?
Yeah, let's go. So we can see Jonathan or Benethan, depending on your choice of conspiracy. Beginning to back off here, keeping range as he
Benethan
should
is
be.
keeping Jonathan protected. See, look, oh, never mind.
Rip.
Watch out, it's Benethan. Are these all barrage?
They're all Viper missiles, the long
All
range.
Vipers?
Yeah. Not as much
Did I
not as
miss a
much DPS
memo
as
about Vipers?
he used them last time to very good effect.
Is the Breeze Viper user?
Yeah. I'm probably going to change Vipers up a little bit next time. I'm not convinced they're OP, but I would like to give them a little bit more, a little bit less of a piercing effect. Maybe increase the damage a bit, but increase their spread, make them a little less accurate. You can see right now they concentrate very well and drill
I think
to
all
force.
missiles do that. I think you might have a hard time. Again, unless you like remove the steering and turn it like.
Well,
the
what I was
torpedo.
going to do is add a always fire cannon on them, like not a cannon that actually does anything, but just a
pushes
dummy
them
cannon
around.
with recoil, which essentially randomly gives them a little bit of flight path deviation.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, Benethan cleans up.
Yeah, eventually got caught against the edge of the arena, but by that point there's just not enough enough left
they're
of
trapped
Semple's
in
fleet.
with him instead of the other way around.
Yeah. They thought they could run him down, but
I
really...
mean, I don't think they have a choice. they try to run away, and Benethan's gonna hunt them down.
Yeah, well, I don't think Semple really has a I don't think his fleet composition is really ideal for this, because his primary offensive damage once again is the Locusts, and like take a look at the flat clouds around Jonathan slash Benethan, and yeah, Debris has just a ton of flak, and the Locusts can't really penetrate that screen. Like his PD is just way too strong for this.
Well, that's so sad. Well, at least there's no funeral needed. It's a sky burial, so let's see if I can find some funeral music.
But yeah, this is the one downside to going with a very Locust-heavy fleet, is that although they do output pretty good damage, especially against things with, like, we saw them shred some of the lower PD submissions earlier, but against something like this, where he's invested heavily into flak, they're not gonna do a whole lot. MGW, Floof had pretty decent PD, yeah. It's not, tremendously large, but, not bad. Oh, you left, gas cloud settings turned on. Okay.
Huh?
Oh, from the, asteroids mod, the gas clouds. But, whatever. It might be a little bit laggy, but it's fine.
That's fine. I think there's gas clouds last time, too.
No, we turned them off last time. I had them turned off because they were laggy.
Is this different?
Yeah, this is Sawtooth 3 by Empirix. He's same ship that he's submitted to the previous one, but this is the third iteration of it. We see the it's very similar to the version submitted last time, trimmed down a little bit, couple fewer guns in its big main battery.
I think it has. It doesn't. Wasn't it the minigun? Not minigun, like the machine guns earlier.
No, that was Duke who brought those.
Oh, okay.
It had, I think, 1 or 2 more of the super heavy artillery though, but this time he's traded them. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I like how you trim down is still like mammoth compared to.
Yeah, it's still a huge ship. But he has included support ships now.
Pew pew.
These are little torpedo distractors with a couple of flight missiles.
I think so, right?
I believe those are a couple of lasers.
For that 2 DPS. 1 DPS.
Probably for
DPS.
regen denial, maybe? That would be my guess.
Does it even work if you deal that little damage? I don't know.
Maybe.
I like how everyone came out to 32,000 points. Oh, it feels good. Alright, we ready?
Yeah, let's go.
And I don't think this fight will last very long, because Sumple will wipe them out. Yes. And
let's see. Empirix Sawtooth is a little bit light on PD, I will say.
I don't think he needs it. He just
but yeah, his firepower is very strong. Between the torpedoes when he's up close and that big artillery battery, he'll certainly kill these off very quickly. This might actually come down to distractors, depending on whether or not
I don't think so. They
barely although he's already
the surface, and he's well, you know, they're swarming him, so we'll see.
Yeah, it depends on whether the locusts can get a good foothold here.
I don't know.
I don't know whether they will be able to.
If it took 2 barrages, okay, maybe that one took 2 barrages.
Yeah, it's like 1 to 2 volleys. Oh, one thing I will note though is that now that he's surrounded, one of the changes in the last since the last tournament.
Oh my.
Oh, locust is pouring and gone.
Wow. Okay,
yeah. See, once the locusts build up, they can really cut in.
I was being sarcastic, but I guess I'm actually a genius.
One of the changes, though, that I did make was that all of the artillery cannons, the long-range artillery,
they
have had, their rotation speed is significantly reduced. So in a situation like this, where they're being surrounded and fighting off targets from a lot of different angles, especially these big super heavy artillery, they don't retarget very quickly.
I mean, I don't know if that's the case. I just feel like his rear armor is really.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's a critical thing here, but
it's not spending that much time between targets. He's still.
Yeah, that's certainly not the
reason
why he's getting taken out here.
Although, I mean, they're not firing right now, so maybe I was totally wrong. They're just stuck there. Maybe the debris in the way?
Yeah, it might be the debris. But in any case, yeah, he just doesn't have the point defense to handle this. Between the point defense and the
now how did Floof do it?
The carronades just blasting away.
Floof just have a better weapon composition?
Floof has better PD, I believe.
Better aesthetics, that's what it is.
Zoom in on
Floof's PD?
yeah, I just want to see exactly.
He's got less flak. Just looks like less of everything except aesthetics. I'd say it's aesthetics.
He did have more distractors though, which probably helped keep them off for a while.
How many winners from each simple?
2 from each.
Okay. Maybe it might be a three-way
we might
tie.
actually be able to do 3 from each. I mean,
If Empirics can beat Floof, then Floof can beat simple. Or...
Considering the smaller pools, I'm potentially willing to do 3. Anyway, we see here the first 2, the closer range ships from Cat are already down. They closed in, but couldn't really deal with artillery fire from Floof's main battleship. And although Cat's cruisers here are trying to exchange fire here,
they're getting meowed out of existence.
yeah, they're not quite well. One of them's distracted a bit. It's focusing on the distractors, but even if they did focus fire, I think this would be a bit of a rough battle.
Central solar system makes quick work of the
Indeed.
Good job. In style too. Gotta always focus on
Immediately takes out one of the smaller ships from Cat.
it.
And oh yeah, one thing about Cat's cruisers that may be something to look into changing is that the rangefinder is fairly close to the front. And that's the thing that actually tells them to keep their distance.
I don't know.
So
I mean, this guy
once
kept
that-
his distance and he died
Oh yeah,
immediately.
I mean, I was just talking about the other one that rammed. The
Wait, are they the same? Why is one like super cowardly and the other super
yeah, what
Captain
happens is that
Defense?
if the rangefinder gets taken out, they ram.
Oh, I see it, Rams. I see. That's cool.
It's strangely close to the front, which is probably
It's kind of like in
not
reverse,
ideal.
right? So
Yeah,
most
you
people don't
generally
do it.
expect it to be placed to the back so that if you'd have like an AI trigger up front.
I don't
and
know.
have
I
them
think
run
that's
away.
I think that's a cool behavior, right? Like if someone smacks you in the face, then you're like, "Oh hell no!" and then you like go up to them and fight them. So
Yeah, I mean, if they were built to do that, but they don't really have close range weaponry.
Oh
Jonathan once again showing off a bit here.
no, Jonathan's
Um,
getting destroyed
or-
right here.
Benethan?
Yeah.
Yeah, once again with these big missile salvos. Let's see what's going on with Cat. He does have reasonable
I just
PD,
did
but
debris.
maybe not enough. Maybe not enough for this level of missiles.
Oh, congrats, Jonathan. He survived.
Yeah, pretty convincing win there. Even his distractors surviving.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
I will say it's really not helping that the little ships from Cat have no PD at all.
I don't think any amount of. Actually, no, you'd have to invest quite a lot of PD to stay home.
Yeah, I
Good,
do
right?
have I did test this a bit, and there are things which will PD this, like
I don't see a lot of bummers this time.
no,
Maybe just the simple.
not a whole lot.
Pretty
The
popular.
yeah, I will say also the those smaller ships from Cat, they're very fast, but if they get turned around, because they only have forward thrust, they
Oh,
don't
okay.
really the AI doesn't really know what to do with them.
I think this guy's dead.
Yeah, about to be, and there he goes.
This guy might be dead. Wow, I feel like I got smiting down fool.
Yeah,
Guy.
Empirics has an obscene amount of artillery firepower.
After 3 barrages? Not bad. 4 barrages. Well, like,
Yeah,
No,
with
no,
the
no.
spread of the artillery at this range, it doesn't drill that well. It just
oh, I see.
blasts off the
that's
entire front. Yeah, about 3 barrages. But yeah, in this particular case, we've got Empirics and Sawtooth and Cat's cruisers kind of fill a similar role of standing off and bombarding with the super heavy artillery. But Sawtooth just has so much more armor. And firepower, for that matter. We've got a combined 4 guns between
Where did Cat
the
put all his money?
2
In
cruisers.
black, I guess?
A lot of it in thrusters on the small ships.
Oh, okay.
A lot of his P is devoted to those 2 small ships, and I don't think it's really working out for him. They just get killed too quickly.
I don't know if Fluke can survive this many missiles. I feel scared for him.
Yeah, with the amount of missiles that Debris has, you really need pretty heavy PD investment to deal with them. Floof has a decent amount, but I don't think it's quite enough to deal with that.
Oh, he's out of distractors. Now it's down to eating critical damage every barrage.
Yeah, Floof's just not, doesn't really have a way to deal with these many missiles. Really, the options against them are either to close in quickly, because missiles don't do all that well at short range.
Debris, you and your meta
or defeat them.
ships. He brought a samurai sword to a knife fight. Kudos and not kudos. Same time. What a scary armament. I mean, maybe Salttooth might be able to beat it. That's a possibility. And then there might be a 3-way tie.
Depends on... I don't know. Sawtooth doesn't have that much in the way of PD. It's got okay PD, but
well,
it's not...
I mean, if they both shoot forwards, then the actual guns...
Ooh, this should be interesting. So we've got the 2 big battleships here. Sawtooth definitely is the more heavily armed and armored one between them.
I mean, if they can clear out all the distractors, then we can see what a real 1v1 fight looks like.
Sawtooth, I'd say, has about twice the firepower.
I mean, I'm thinking he can use his axle guns as PD. So, wait, no, never mind.
At the same time, there are more support ships from Floof. I will say as well, with the narrower shape of Floof's ship, the artillery spreads out more.
Oh,
he doesn't take quite as focused damage, but he does have less armor as well.
Taking any damage is probably not good for his health. And his
he is managing to stay out of torpedo range.
I mean, his support ships are hiding behind the main ship, so that's...
Yeah, that's not ideal. And goes down. Yeah, I don't think support ships can do a lot here.
Oh, you know, that one's surviving quite a bit.
Well, let's see how this one goes. Yeah.
Stuck on the...
I do think potentially if the support ships can stay alive for longer, there is a chance here. But...
I don't think support ships can stay long enough. Even if they were all distracting, that's what, only 6 barrages worth. They'll buy them.
Well, they can dodge to some extent. It depends on if all the barrages hit.
I don't think they dodge.
In this case, they do seem to be most. Also, the again, his drone variant of the distractors are sitting back.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the drones. I guess he could put a shorter rangefinder on it, but that might not defeat the purpose.
they are drone ships. I don't know if you necessarily want them getting close. Cat's drone ships did that as well. Like they actually got close, but I don't think it really paid off for them.
I mean, Cat's flagships also got close. So...
Like his smaller ships just had a tendency to rush in. Which I guess they did have an assault cannon, but still. Yeah, looks like Empiric's is gonna take this again.
Why is it not recovering? Or is it very slowly?
The regen's just slow.
Oh, really? That's really slow.
It's intentional.
Okay, the two.
And now the two
Oh,
big ships here.
God, the lag.
Yeah, this is why I did turned off the gas clouds last time. We can turn them off in between pools.
Okay, let's do it. X actually do anything? Oh god, the most important fight is gas clouded. How many gas clouded? Yeah, that
A lot.
That would do the trick.
Yeah, if you turn on gas clouds, you want to have the asteroid fill turned way down
I see.
to like I don't know 10% or something.
Let's call it cinematic slow motion.
We'll go with that. Certainly, the smaller ships from Empirics
Smaller
get
ships
taken out
are-
immediately.
Yeah.
We'll see if that gives Sawtooth enough time to close. Sawtooth is one of the ships which actually has enough firepower to credibly break through
Is it good?
the armor on Jonathan. If he can get in range.
Well, if he killed that distractor, it might be worth.
Yeah, he's aiming for the distractor, but the other
it's
shots
still
are
hitting
going
the
through
main
and
one,
hitting.
right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Dennison's a lot less armored than I thought.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
it is a
it's all
density
spaced
thing.
armor.
He is actually a. I guess fat is lighter than muscle, so maybe there's some.
Also, the way I don't know if I've ever actually explained this properly, but the way the Consortium artillery guns work, they've got what's it? APHE shells. They pierce and then explode internally.
Oh.
So especially against spaced armor like this, they will actually go through a couple of layers, especially the super heavies, because they've got just the highest damage per shot.
Oh,
They will
okay.
pierce through a couple of layers of armor and then detonate internally.
Oh, he's about to hit the main gun.
Yeah, I don't think his PD is quite up to the task here.
I don't know. I mean, he's been firing at distractors and he's got rid of them all now, so I think these next hits are actually gonna land. So are these.
Although this front of his ship here is broken off, like you can see where that line is, down the middle of the front.
Yep.
That's not actually connected, that's debris.
Actually, that might help them, right? If they mess with AI?
It
Or they might block his own gun.
It's
I don't know,
screwing
they
with
should-
the AI. It's screwing with the AI of both sides right now. Like, notice his guns aren't
Yeah,
shooting.
they're not shooting. That's okay, he's just taking a break. We're waiting for the missiles to...
Yeah, I don't know who that favors more. It's.
I think it favors
I'm gonna say it favors
Empirics.
debris a little. Oh, really?
Yeah, because these missiles are just gonna...
It's giving
he's
Jonathan
gonna-
time to regenerate, though.
I don't think
Yeah,
Empirics cares about regeneration time. That's just like 2 barrages worth on another side, right? He's not gonna be firing on this side
Oh,
anyways.
Empiric's firing again, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Empirics doesn't care.
The torpedoes from Sawtooth are actually working
Yeah, they can
to
take out a
some
bunch
of the
of missiles
missiles.
at a time. Yeah.
They have pretty big explosion radius, so
Yeah,
they're
that
not a
thins it out
reliable
a
source
lot.
of PD, but they do certainly, yeah, they help
No,
thin
I
the
think it
cloud.
helps, yeah.
You can see now the artillery cutting in pretty deep here. Fortunately for debris, there's not all that much important stuff up front. Well, there's this PD, but Empirics doesn't have a lot of missiles, so it's not a big deal.
How much
Lose
HP do
that.
these super heavies have?
I don't remember off the top of my head quite a bit.
Well, if debris can keep on rotating, then each barrage will not only do superficial damage.
Yeah, it depends. Oh, and once again, the debris getting in the way a bit. Now it's cleared, but he did lose a volley. because of that.
How do I turn off gas clouds for round 2?
It would be in the blocks.lua of the background asteroids mod.
I think
Yeah, unfortunately the debris has been messing with this fight a bit. Unrelated to debris himself, but debris, and Empirix's debris. Mostly Empirix's debris, actually. The splash damage nature of the missiles combined with the high HP of the super heavies.
Bad.
Yeah, they will actually absorb quite a bit of missile firepower before going down, but it's still not really an optimal place to take damage, because if he loses that firepower, he's done for.
I mean, and the bullets from the main guns seem to... Oh, wait, actually... Maybe he doesn't need that many guns.
He is getting close to the core, though.
One more barrage and that is really close.
I know. It's a close one, close one. He is losing guns at a alarmingly quick rate, though.
Okay, if he lands a killing blow, he won't need guns anymore.
I will say it's,
Prayer rests on these little bullets. Oh,
you'll need at least one more
might
salvo.
end him. I think the salvo might end him. Oh, actually no, there is quite a bit of armor.
It is space, though. It's not dense armor.
Damn. Oh,
getting there,
bam.
maybe.
Bam.
And boom.
Oh yeah.
Empirix
Good
takes
job,
it.
Empirix.
Good fight. That was a pretty close battle there.
Guns. Yeah, down to the wire. 7 guns remaining. Oh hey! It's cleared now.
Hey, no gas clouds.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I had disabled
this
them.
game might have lasted just 10 seconds.
Unfortunately, although I would like to have them, the lag is just too strong.
I mean, it's okay. We can see it in a interesting screen. I think Empirix is doing
one's
a lot better.
good for
this time
Empirix
around.
here.
Maybe the lag is better for debris. He
didn't get distracted, and
I guess now the debris is happening.
yeah, I wonder if that's intentional.
Yeah, maybe.
The way that part breaks off.
Maybe
it's
it gives
not like a.
I mean, maybe it gives them time to snipe other distractors if there's like a break. I can see that happening.
Yeah, there's not a specific like AI trigger for it breaking off, but
I mean, it'll naturally happen.
Takes it again.
It's like...
But yeah, there is that seam down the front of Sawtooth, which manages to cause it to break off.
Congrats, Empirix.
I didn't actually see.
Yeah. Right.
Didn't see what the top fleets were there. Did anyone catch that?
Actually,
I can just check the stream, I suppose.
Yeah, go ahead and check the stream. I saw Empirix and Debris, but I don't know if Debris was tied with anybody else. And while you do that, I'm gonna go hunt down this.
Can I rewind the stream?
I think so.
I used to be able to. Did Twitch change it?
No. So you go to videos. You can go to videos and then find it.
Okay.
It should be the most recent one.
I could have sworn there was a way to rewind it in the middle of the.
Yeah, I think you can go to videos and then find the most recent broadcast.
Huh,
and
weird.
Flip through there.
You have to actually go to videos for it. Can't just do it within the stream. Okay, so at the top we're looking at Sawtooth and Jonathan as tied for first place at 3 wins
they were
each.
Tied?
They were in fact tied at 3 wins per. And then right below them we've got Something Something Dark Side by Simple Crumb. I am going to I think I am going to be taking the top 3 instead of top 2, just because we had a bit of a smaller turnout here.
I'm
Should
not
mix
gonna
things
get
up a
to
little more.
work. Oh no.
Oh, what time do you need to head off?
No, it's fine. That's fine. I'll deal with it.
We can do 2. That's fine as well.
No, that would be really mean to some from.
Well,
Take
in the rules
what?
it does say top 2. I was just
Say top
thinking that
2?
since we've only got normally we have 3 pools, 3 sub pools, but since it's only going to be 2 sub pools, that would leave the if we do top 2, that means champion pool's only going to be 4.
Wait, did they say Floof tied with Simple?
Um,
You can
let's
count
see.
the yellow lines.
Looks like Floof did tie with Simple indeed.
Bring in 4 out of 5
Yep.
people.
Okay, well we'll do top 2 then.
Okay,
Top 2.
that's pretty fair.
I was considering 3 if there were actually 3 top ones, but yeah. All right. Go ahead and open up the background asteroids.
I have actually 2. One from October 31st and one from September 30th. Oh,
Whichever is the most recent, I guess.
Okay, is this Claus the one with the frag thing?
I have all of them labeled in comments. You can take a look at that. It's the giant block of code.
Yeah, right. Did I just comment that up? 10
yeah,
for one,
just comment
basically?
that out. Yeah, that one. Comment out that block of code, and might as well go ahead
mass comments? This is like line dash dash or something too.
Yes, dash. You can't do in Reassembly data files. You can't do.
Wait, I have to dash dash the whole thing?
Yeah, just use multi-line editing.
Yeah, what was multi-line again?
I don't know for your text editor.
I mean, no. I mean, it's for the language. It doesn't matter what the text editor is.
There for the data files, there is no way to do.
I mean, what do you
multi-line
use
comments.
for? Oh, you don't.
I just use dash dash on every line,
On
but
every line?
with Notepad++, there's an easy way
there's
to just change it for all.
Yeah, there's the. I forgot the keyboard shortcut. I'm just gonna delete it.
I'm going to go grab some water. I'll be right back. In the
Wait,
meantime.
is there a way I can do this? Is there just like a number I can change that just does nothing? I can just send it to rounds per second. Okay. I'll try it. Oh, yeah. Only one person did not make it to the tier 32,000 club.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did you get the thing commented out?
Uh-huh. Using my powers of deduction.
Nice. Okay, let's change some of the crystal settings in between pools as well. Up at the top in background asteroids.
What do you want me to change?
Let's go with go with blue spiky.
Blue and spiky.
You'll have to comment out long spiky as well.
Wait, where's spiky located?
A little
oh,
bit
I
lower.
see, yeah. Okay.
Alrighty then. So, you'll have to just you reloaded already.
Yeah, I did
All
reload.
right.
I think that was.
Sorry, I just tapped out for a sec.
1, 2, 1, 5, 7, 1, 1, 1.
Oh, you already set up the second subpool. Excellent.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Okay. So after that brief intermission, we're back again.
Second subpool.
Yes. Okay.
Blue?
These one they only have a chance to generate.
I see.
It's not everyone.
I've seen
so
these
we're
before?
Yes, we actually did see these from
Different
Joyce's
colors,
previous fleet. It was in a different color, but this one's also from the previous fleet. These are his torpedo destroyers and these little rushers. But Joyce has come back with this these other designs here. He's got one ship which is essentially a carrier with a bit of artillery, and then two which are refits of the same chassis, but they are closer range brawlers with assault cannons and a couple of breaching charges. MGW, no, that is in fact the heavy hull on the big ships. The green is the light hull. Yeah, green's light hull, gray is heavy hull for Joyce's fleet. And we've also got extremely pinnacle assortment of very amazing
I like it. Reminds me of my
from
ships,
a Lois.
actually. When I
It does
first saw
actually
I'm
look
like,
kind of
oh,
like your
hey,
ships,
that's
yes.
cool.
And these are mostly monoship. He's got a whole bunch of disruptor ships. Doesn't really have anything on them, just a single disruptor. Nothing else.
I was actually thinking about using disruptors. Okay, so I'm pretty happy I didn't have to make a fleet because Joyce is like, or Alois is actually letting me live
And
my
those
dreams
ones-
for me.
He does have also these little distractors with his cursed
What's the-
factory armor. It's a
Oh,
factory.
there's a factory? Oh, okay.
Resources aren't even turned on in this tournament. He has done this just to drive me insane.
Oh no, I like it.
Good job on that, Alois. It's working. Congratulations.
Wait, was there a rule to require weapons on each ship? I don't think so.
Nope.
I always thought that rule was kind of dumb. But...
No rule. I don't see a point for it really. It's kind of necessary in vanilla tournaments just because the cores are pretty cheap, so you could spam just a ludicrous number of ships without it. But here the cores are like either 100 or 150p, so it would be a bad idea.
Is there more to the title, or is it actually?
I think that's the entire thing.
I feel like it's like a secret word that just got left off.
I'm not gonna question it. Also, I will note in Alois's fleet, the rangefinders he's got there are turreted 50-meter rangefinders. They're basically tell the ships to ram.
Oh, okay.
Strangely enough, they're not fixed rangefinders, so I don't know if that's going to mess with the aiming of the weapons. They might not try to aim as hard as they should.
I mean, okay, they have
but we'll see.
some bit
we'll
of
see.
disruptors have some bit of aiming.
Yeah, they do have some built-in turret
I
traverse.
wonder if they're set to primary or defense, or I mean auto.
I think only the rangefinders on primary. Oh yeah, I forgot it does that. Anyway.
Cool. Now I don't have to make these ships because
Ooh, that one might get skewered by the disruptors. And
wow, it just feels so much faster. 1x for some reason. Oh, that's a fast turn.
Yeah. Did you turn pretty?
Okay, that one's done.
Ooh, the
This one's
longer
done.
range ship from
Only
Joyous
4
is
ships
getting
left.
good flank here, and
I
its
think
interceptors.
the factory armors died like instantly.
Yeah, they did.
Packets. Oh man.
Believe it or not, factories do not, in fact, make good armor, despite
Oh,
what
no.
Alois would tell you. And yeah, oh, I guess the interceptors finished off one of them.
Oh, let me just watch the life of a factory ship. Oh, it's still alive? It's actually not doing too bad. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
that's
because
a core
it's covered.
explosion! Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool. Okay.
The see, core
That is a
explosions can
weaponized
be used
core,
offensively.
right? That is a weaponized core.
But yeah, see, we're seeing a little bit of an issue here with the turreted rangefinders being used instead of fixed on
Dang,
Alois'
not
ships.
really...
They're not actually aiming their weapons.
Man, I wish Aloy put a breaching charge on it. That would actually be really cool.
Joyous
And
actually has
Joyous
breaching
wipes?
charges. I didn't quite catch whether or not they did anything there, but I have seen them be quite effective on the ships before.
Oh, maybe I should put MGW at the end. Oh, how did it come second? Okay.
Pause.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to take a look at MGWs here. With Blabby Brawlerini. This is a big torpedo brawler essentially with a lot of AI triggers. It sheds bits of itself to mess with enemy AI. It says rounded brick is not a capsule.
It caps.
He has a lot of writing on these ships. Assert Lizardian dominance by shedding in front of every enemy while not even shy. Yes, it sheds, as you'll probably see, this ship sheds skin like lizards.
3?
He says 40 LA, 40 light artillery. He's just giving info on what he's got here.
Where's number 4? Where's 4?
40 light artillery and 10,000 P of torpedoes.
Man, he knew we were gonna look at this. Why are we coming?
I looked at these before anyway, but yeah. And 100 autocannons. That's probably an anti-locust cluster there.
Next time I make
I suspect that cluster of that would be evil. These are his AI triggers here. These blocks, I don't remember exactly where the trigger locations are. Oh, there they are. But yeah, there are like 5 of them throughout the ship. It's a very cool design actually. It has just sections of itself that break off and mess with AI.
Kind of more like it is a lizard, yeah, it's the tail. What is it called? Geniation or something? I don't know. Okay, so this is, I can call this the tail.
One thing you will see as well is that it has these little hooks to help hold on the
Are these symmetric?
shed pieces instead of making them completely fall off.
No, they're not symmetric.
No, it's completely a sim.
Dang, man. Never make it. Stupid capsule. Yeah, you heard me. Capsule.
But Splinter, it clearly says it's not a capsule.
No, it's lying like every lizardian.
Yeah, you can't trust the lizard people.
What are these? Lasers?
I think they're just lights.
Oh, lights. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I
can't see it as much as when you're zoomed in, but if you zoom out, you can see the designs he's made with the lights. It's pretty cool.
Does it say anything?
Oh no, they're just
like zigzag. Alright. 200? Is that the width of these?
200 distance, probably, between the
OLA. Are these generators?
Yeah, those are generators.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very interesting ship to look at.
These are lights, right? Oh no. Are these launchers?
Which?
Okay. These little plus signs.
Oh, they're just lights.
Those are lights? Oh yeah, the long lights.
Yeah,
you're right.
And a lot of autocannons.
Okay, I missed this trigger block.
Yeah,
Could be another one,
he's
right?
got so many AI triggers in this ship.
I mean,
I
I
don't
see
even know exactly
3.
how many.
I don't know if so many. 3 is so many. I guess
I'm
there's
pretty sure
one.
it's more than that, but
This one holds it in place, I think. This would
several.
be my
Yeah,
guess.
those are meant to lock them in so that they don't completely fall off and stop being effective.
So his main source of damage is this
His main source of
guy.
damage is the 10,000 P worth of torpedoes,
Is that enough? I
and
mean, I
but he
guess.
does have 40 light artillery as well, which are not nothing.
Where are they?
Right beside the
Or
torpedoes
just- oh,
up front.
these guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. All right.
Yeah, lots of firepower and spaced armor.
And he's got the
and AI
tiny
triggers.
rounded bricks.
Yeah, these guys are essentially just locust
Shedded
spammers.
tails.
They're distractors which spam locusts. That's I don't know that there's really a whole lot more to say about them than that.
All right. Ready? I'm ready, sir.
Yeah. Oh, and he does have one carronade brawler as well. I don't think we saw that one. It might have
That's a
died
dead
already.
capsule. Those are 2 dead capsules. Wait, there's 3 more alive? Where? Oh, down here.
Over here.
Got it.
Spamming locusts as they do.
Well, no. Oh, there's a broken tail. Oh, wait, they can shoot through it.
Yeah, it's due to the reassembly's buggy nature.
I feel like Sawtooth could give this.
See the,
a hard time. Maybe. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The we are seeing breaching charges cutting pretty far in from Joyce's ships.
Autocannon goes a lot farther than I thought.
Yeah, autocannon range is not terrible.
As I say, it doesn't even reach past the front of his own ship.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a pretty big ship.
I mean, I guess these AI triggers cause the enemy to get close and go into auto.
They can. I tested a little bit with it. It sometimes does. They're not totally reliable. We're seeing a big swarm of drones building up from Joyce's fleet, but yeah. Doesn't matter. Got blasted.
I guess the torpedoes turn just enough that being ASIM a little bit is no big deal.
Yeah,
And so even Fluke can aim it backwards and it can
ASIM.
still make it to the front.
Yeah, if you aim them backwards, they just don't have any range, basically.
Yeah.
They'll complete a full 180 turn, but not with much to spare. Unfortunately, a lot of Joyce's close range ships are distracted here. They're not focusing on the main ship.
I mean, it'll probably looks better on the report card if you say, "Hey, I killed this ship today." As I don't.
Ooh,
I
is
don't
that
think
torpedo
you're gonna-
volley in range? It is not quite. Okay.
I don't think you're gonna
That would have blasted Joyce's carrier if it were.
It's gonna blast Joyce's carrier.
I think he's just out of torpedo range. Yeah, just out of torpedo range.
Oh,
If he can stay there, he may have a chance. Because this is the last ship left from.
He's gonna run into it.
Ooh, yeah, that was a bad move there. Okay, let's take a look at Lyolf's fleet here.
You still haven't found the Carronade Odd Creation ship. Well, I'll be on.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that one. I mentioned it, but we haven't really looked at it because it died early on. We'll take a look at it in the next one of your matches, MGW.
Why does MGW have to have like a non-acronymized Twitch name? It's like, not like a
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, MGW is RRDAAT. I don't know how to pronounce his Twitch name.
I just call it Deck God.
Sure. No, I'm just gonna call him MGW. But anyway, we've got Lyolf now.
He's switched out his nukes for.
Yeah, this is similar style to his previous fleets, but different actual ship. I like his designs a lot. By the way, his design style is very distinct.
I want to say this. I know I love your ships and their aesthetics and everything, but this rectangle, I don't know if this fits the aesthetic, you know?
I don't mind that. I don't mind having a section
like,
which is a
cool,
little bit different.
Triangles, fancy.
Well, that is literally one giant missile battery there.
I know. But, if he had like if you broke it up into like maybe 5x3s rectangles and like kind of scattered them around the ship, like
maybe.
little...
I don't mind it as just seeing like this
Oh,
one
no. I'm
central
tilted.
portion
Leo.
though. I like it.
I don't. I can't handle it. Okay. I mean, okay, if you can win, if you can beat MGW, then you are forgiven. Ooh, crystals.
Yeah.
But until you beat MGW, I won't accept this. I mean, if there were
noticed that
lasers, I could handle rectangular rays.
Crystals didn't actually load quite correctly. That's unfortunate. I think you might not have commented something quite right. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Oh, they're not blue and spiky enough for you?
They're not spiky enough. Anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's okay. They look cooler than before. Deal with it.
It's just a different type of crystals that I didn't intend for. These are little...
these don't have the machine guns. I know, because I drew these.
No, I think we saw one of these in his very first fleet, the Mecha fleet.
Maybe.
I think there was a single one of these. They're little carronade brawlers, essentially.
Alright. We ready?
Yeah.
And poof. Wait.
Big missile salvos, but one side effect of having them so concentrated is that they do get PD'd by flak more easily. Because of the splash. But
No
they
problem.
do pierce very effectively.
Just cuts in. And the distractors are doing their job.
His carronade brawlers are certainly surrounding and blasting away.
Only one slacker, but that's not a big deal. He can afford to.
And his big missile cruisers sitting off and doing missile cruiser things.
Well, I mean, I feel like these get trucked off a lot more easily than DeVries's.
Yeah, they
Maybe
are.
because it's spread over a larger amount.
Yeah, it's because the like, look how narrow the column of missiles are. Essentially, if there's flak fire obstructing them, it will PD all of the all or most of the volley. It does have the advantage of making them pierce a lot more effectively, though.
It's like a missile version of the diffuser, the whatever the linear cannon shot thing is.
Oh, the disruptors. Yeah. See if this one goes the same way. This really comes down to whether or not
oh, I know what I'm getting
Joyous can
confused.
focus down.
Okay, and so in StarCraft 2 there's a unit called the Disruptor, and it totally does not shoot like this Disruptor,
yeah,
right? It shoots like a little orb of
StarCraft
energy.
Disruptors are very different.
Yeah, and then you control it and it blows up a huge AoE. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm always getting confused. Okay.
But yeah, I do think in future I'll be changing missiles, the Viper missiles, a little bit. I don't think this is broken or anything, because, like, as we have seen, it's pretty easy to counteract with enough flak. But it feels weird for missiles to be a piercing weapon.
I think that's a nice touch,
just
but I can
core.
understand how you're unhappy with that, even if black is supposed to defeat it, it doesn't.
Yeah, making them have a little bit of spread will actually make them stronger against flak, but it'll prevent them from piercing quite as well.
I was gonna say Leah can somewhat be forgiven because the lines of missiles look
Take
cool.
a look at Skills Fleet here.
They're all the same, right?
Yeah, this is a monoship composition using it's very a lot more heavily armored than it looks for its size. He's got locusts, he's got carronades, and some lasers.
2,000? 1,000?
I think it's 2,000. No, yeah, 2,000.
1,500.
Must be 2,000.
Okay.
16 chips, 32k.
Oh, there's no
those
mothership?
those are using the
mono ship. Okay, I heard mothership.
Oh, no. He's using the reinforced armor, the extra heavy armor as a core, so they're quite durable.
Wait, am I missing a pyramid? What are these arcing shots?
Arcing shots?
Like this. Those are like this arc. You see these arc of
Oh, that's the carronades.
the little ones or the big ones?
That one looks like a big one. They both
Oh,
do.
both.
And yes, Simple, we are still running. Yeah.
Hello.
Unfortunately, you didn't make it out of your sub pool. You were third in line, but only taking top 2. But did put up a good fight.
Tied for third place.
Yeah. We had a tie for first and a tie for second.
Hexagonal packing right there.
We are seeing skill surrounding very effectively with his carronades and just blasting away. With the amount of armor his ships have, and especially the extra dense armor.
Oh yeah, the Locusts seem to have trouble punching through.
That reinforced armor is very effective against Locusts. They can't really cut through it. Well, they can, but not
I don't
not
see
quickly.
skills Locusts on the ship. Oh,
No, I
that tiny one right there. I guess PD.
He's got a few, but Joyce has pretty solid PD here, honestly.
They're working.
He also has the his own interceptors from that carrier, which are helping clean them up.
Skills getting eaten by.
Ooh, so here's the
bombers.
problem. Skill doesn't have reverse thrust.
Uh-oh. That is.
That.
Oh hey, the Locust
might be a
penetrated
problem.
through.
Yeah, they do still eventually dig through.
No, like they.
Oh, the clipping. Yeah,
they clipped in. Sorry.
Yeah, they do occasionally do that at long range once they've had enough time to
I
build
don't
a lot
think
of velocity.
Skill has any armor holes, so that will be easier for them to access.
Yeah,
straight to the
it's just a velocity thing. Like even the vanilla Terran missiles actually do clip. It's just less noticeable because they explode instead of sitting around and eating you.
I think they're. I mean, this is enough side thrust to go rear mode. I guess.
They're going rear mode because they have side thrust only at the back.
No, they have. Oh yeah, at the back. Well,
They have all of their turning, all of their. It's nothing to do with the launchers, MGW.
AI
It's
is
just that they have 100% of their turning thrust at the back. None of it is up front. The AI expects most turning thrust to be at the front.
You know, now I think about it, when you drive a car, most of your
Yeah,
steering wheels are at the front instead of the back.
It is. Yeah. This is unfortunate here because I think skill would have taken this, but this is really something that should have been tested for.
If you had a fixed rangefinder, it actually, I think it's straight.
No, it's all of the time. It doesn't matter what the AI wants to do. If it doesn't have turning thrust at the front, it will not be able to figure out how to orient itself.
Oh wow. That's tragic.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate quirk about the Reassembly AI, but something to keep in mind for sure.
I just go for an X thruster range.
You can see that aside from that minor issue, not minor issue, but aside from that major issue, Skill's fleet is pretty effective when it works.
Yeah, I should do is just kill everybody before he can not figure it out.
Yeah, it's just that when it tries to
the chosen
to turn, it really has a tendency to get. Yeah, if these ones can get in range.
Oh.
It is being bombed by
too mobile, right? Like it just has to go
yeah,
far
he'd
away
have
and then
to pin him down against
mode.
the edge of the arena. I don't think he has enough of them actually going for it to do that. Oh, the carrier actually did go down, I think, from locusts.
Wow.
I think it just got eaten by locusts. Nice. I guess that works.
I wonder if this, how many salvos? Oh, survived one salvo. Okay, we're looking for carronades.
Pause for a sec. Yeah, see if you can find this carronade chip.
Oh wait,
no,
that's
MGW's. It looks very different from the rest. It's a different sign.
This thing?
There it is. It's behind his flagship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
nice.
quite nice looking actually. I
Wait, it's
like
even
the
got
design of
spikes
this.
that way. It looks like it got robbed from. Who is in the Skill? Didn't Skill have little spikes in it? But this curve. Oh.
Yeah, I like what he
Wow.
did there with the 30
How did you get
degree
these
triangles.
curves? What? What? My mind is blown. Very
He
nice.
used alternating 30
Oh, he has
degree
like the little
triangles.
tiny. They have the really skinny triangles, I think. Oh, he alternates. Okay.
Yeah, he's alternating triangle angles to keep it turning just a little bit.
Oh, you're giving me a
It's
ton of
pretty cool.
ideas. You make like cathedral
Yeah,
looking ship.
I like it a lot.
Oh, it looks like the little wind generators from the Dune video game. I don't know. That's like quite a throwback. But like that. Anyways.
Yeah, very cool design on that one. I like. Okay.
Well, they rushed pretty quick.
Yeah,
They
they've
closed
got
the
50
distance.
50-meter rangefinders, so they're basically just trying to ram all the time.
He's cutting in.
Ooh, that one
Ooh.
might have a chance here,
Come
but
on,
the
boy, for
autocans
the
are
glory. For the glory.
reloading, and ooh, turned away just a little too quickly.
So close. He could be.
Just having trouble turning.
Relaxing for a bit. Oh, he
Oh, did
kind of scratched.
break the back of that.
I don't know if Lizard Man has enough side protection. No, that was actually pretty close.
Yeah, I mean it's spaced armor, right? So it's not not particularly dense, and disruptors have a lot of piercing damage. They have like
Oh, I think he's in position
10,000
again.
piercing per shot. He's not focused on the right target though. I think he's going for the distractor.
Blasted. Distractors are probably too tanky in their own
Ooh,
right.
that torpedo salvo. That
is
was just
a purple
erased.
death.
Indeed.
Oh, SGW shockwaves brings me back.
Yeah, this the one weakness of MGW's ship here is that it doesn't perform well when surrounded.
Nice try, boy. Good luck
but he's-
surrounding it
he's-
though.
yeah,
These
it's
distractors are
difficult to do.
too beefy for that to happen, I think.
No, Lyle, I think disruptors are probably going to stay about as they are. It's just
I vote for a disruptor buff. I don't think
I
they
did
need
buff them actually.
I think they need more.
Yeah, well, couple things to keep in mind, right? One, these ships aren't really using them optimally, frankly.
I mean, they're short range weapons. How else? Like how?
They
I
have
don't think you can't go fast in this game. So
they have
that's-
over 3,000 range.
I don't know. I still got a feeling that they're weak.
Like, granted, they
I
are
think
shorter
they're
range than artillery, but and also he's not using spinal rangefinders. He's using the turreted ones, so they don't actually try to aim them.
Fair enough.
Like they literally only fire when
Wait,
they
see, that
happen to
didn't
be
even-
pointing at the target.
I mean, aren't they 2,500 or so? How much did the disruptors cost again?
I don't remember off the top of my head. They're pretty expensive, but
Uh-oh, I think froze.
ooh,
Uh-oh.
is it the game itself or just the stream?
No, my game is not responding.
Oh yikes.
I wonder if it's some asteroid thing. Okay, this is what I did. I set the gas
I've
cloud
tested the,
cannons. I know, I set the gas cloud cannons to fire zero rounds per minute. I don't know if that causes zero
Yeah,
rounds per second. That would cause it?
that'll crash the game.
Oh no, can I change it like 0.0001 or something?
No, it's meant to be commented out, not.
I didn't want
Statue.
it. Yeah, I'll just delete it. I'll just delete the thing. I was lazy.
Well, okay. We'll manually run the rest of the tool. I'll have to just rewind in the stream
Stupid
and
gas
check what matches have been run so far. Sorry about that. We'll be back shortly. I'm just going to write this down on paper and get it set up.
You can just set up 4 people, right? Because we already went through all of. Wow, my thing is overworked. Damn it. Can't even close out of this.
So, for future reference,
No guess.
you'll need to comment it out instead of
No, I'm deleting that shit.
editing
Screw the
stuff.
gas clouds. They're not good.
All right, that works too.
They don't deserve. I don't want them.
Alright, let me write this down. So we've got...
Okay,
two
so
wins from...
I think. Do you have the? Can you send me a picture of the thing? I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna just fudge the data until it matches.
Alright.
Screenshot. Go. I think Aloy won this one. Oh no, wait. Who won this one? Did Joyce win this one?
Sorry, give me a second. I'll send you the results in just a minute. I'm just recording them for my own reference. Right now.
Just let it play. Good. It's fast mode. Alright, time to see if I can run the entire tournament faster than you can get the screenshot.
Okay, so, I have it here.
Okay, you got it?
Give me just a moment.
Yeah, I'm giving you a moment.
I have the screenshot, I was just recording it on paper.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I sent it to you.
Okay, so that's a win against that,
We
and
have,
then loss.
MGW has 2 wins, Joyous has 1 win, Skill has 1 win, and Lyolf has 1 win.
Okay.
So we will have to manually rearrange the pool now.
Okay.
We have seen all of Joyous's matches.
Wait, so that was a win for skill? Oh, okay.
This one went in favor of, yeah, this one went in favor of Skill.
Okay, maybe I don't feel so bad about having MGW going second because that makes it easier to use. Okay, so that's a roller. So, okay, so it's playing left next. Okay. I think we're all cut up, right?
Should be, yeah.
Alright, and we...
Okay,
resume.
so we returned. Sorry about that.
That, I don't know, I think Lyle smashes this matchup.
Yeah. Alosis ships here try to ram and don't try to aim, so they literally just don't fire most of the time. Which is pretty bad against something like this.
How much do these support chips cost? They look very decorative for...
Not very much. They have, I think, one carronade. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just free parts.
Dude, like in some other fleet, these would be like the flagship with that much detail.
And MGW, by the way, I
each.
did test your ship, see if there were actual bugs with the rangefinders. It's actually just because your ship is so large, you'll need to use a rangefinder that's a shorter range than the range you think you need. Because when the game determines range calculations, it takes into account the size of your own ship. And it doesn't always do it accurately.
Are these cores like close to the edge? Or the generator? I guess the generator just pops.
Yeah.
And
so, but yeah, close range rangefinders on big ships are a little bit unreliable. Big ships in general just don't like to get close a lot of the time, or at least aren't super reliable about it.
Look, these disruptors are not scratching.
Yeah, because this is the extra heavy armor, and they're also not aiming, so it's spreading out across section instead of piercing.
No,
I know. I'll see if we can get.
Do we have any disruptors in the top 3 of any subpool ever?
No, although we haven't seen a lot of them.
Wow, skill cleans up pretty fast.
In the last tournament, we did see
like, yeah, you'd expect
some
it
of
to
them,
pierce,
and they were doing good.
Right? But I don't think it even gets past the red. Yeah, okay, they got past the red a little bit.
They pierced pretty well.
And it's still alive. Like, how many disruptors does it take to kill a 1K?
Because they're not hitting us.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Like, see, that's one that actually aimed at it, and it goes right through.
Yes, I mean, I feel like aiming at missiles 30 times.
Oh yeah, well that's the entire point of disruptors. Like, in terms of stats, it killed it in one hit. It's literally just a matter of Alosis ships not aiming.
It had to be in point. It had to get in point blank. Like, that's so hard. This climate.
They don't have to get in point blank. They have 3,000 range. It's just because he has 50-meter rangefinders on them. Like the range they try to engage is actually smaller than the size of his own ship. So they just ram.
Is making a lot of progress.
Alos's not Alos's, but Lyolf's missiles are piercing nicely. I think Lyolf is someone here who has a credible shot at beating MGW's fleet between these distractors and his powerful missile barrages.
Surviving quite. I think they're busy fighting.
Also, you'll notice that the carronade brawlers are actually taking out the spaced armor pretty effectively. Like, they're actually cleaning up these distractors on their own, despite only having one carronade, just because spaced armor doesn't fare very well against carronades. They're piercing damage.
Oh, and it's almost bisected. If it loses its... I guess
it does have
the
a lot
torpedoes
of
can't really hit the main bad guy.
Yeah, no, they're much too short ranged.
It's starting to get to the
it's getting there.
Chambers.
Yeah.
Oh, and it rotates.
It rotates, but does he really have a way of...
As long as he can't recover.
Yeah, I don't think Lyolf's gonna let him.
And actually, no, the torps can reach this. Once the torps look at him the wrong way, then it's...
The torps only have about 3,000 range. If you point them directly at the target and they don't have to turn at all, they have about the range of a disruptor.
What is the missile's range?
A lot.
Yeah, almost one barrage.
The
each for
Viper
each
missiles,
sector.
it's
Yeah. Look at
I don't know if I ever
that.
calculated the exact. It's like 20,000 or something. It's a lot. They're by far the
How
longest
much
range weapon.
does the main ship cost? I guess it's 15 minus 15,000, so $17,000 for the Viper ship.
I think so. It's a very weak ship
17,000.
defensively, but
It
he
does-
relies on the support
This is
ships
the
to cover for him.
defense,
Yeah,
and they do a
exactly.
good job.
That
AI
they
is-
most certainly do.
Well, good job. The MGW Hunter. Although I suspect
Indeed.
older MGW ships are actually even scarier. So I would say this is, unless something changed on Viper missiles that I just don't know about.
They got. I think at some point, not this last patch, but
Don't tell me
maybe
you
2
did both
patches ago, they they had increased health, but it's not really coming into play too much here. But
Oh, the
last
armor
patch,
is working.
I actually nerfed them. I doubled the mass of the launchers, so you can't kite with them as easily, or at least it's more expensive to kite with them. But
Oh, I see the
Lyle's
launcher.
still pulling it off.
Yeah, he doesn't need to kite. He has the defense ships. Well,
Yeah.
he's running out of defense ships. Actually, this might be MGW's game.
All right, see ya, Floof. Thanks for
Yeah, Floof.
thanks for joining us. Glad you could make it.
He's got some laser guns too.
Yeah. Quite a few,
maybe
actually.
we can take out some torps before MGW goes on the offensive. Oh, yeah, that's
Ooh.
gonna start hurting.
Is his ship going to kite and stay at range? If it does, he might be okay.
That
No.
is a one. There you go. MGW's had enough.
Yeah, 10,000 P of torpedoes will, that's what 10,000 P of torpedoes will do to you. I think that was just a matter of the focus fire from Lyle's side not being quite as good.
I
It's the first
think
time.
MGW just took out way too many distractors too quickly, and
Could be that too.
the dismantled trigger parts blocked a lot of missiles for a while.
Yeah, that is true, actually. His AI triggers certainly have been doing a pretty good job of diverting fire. Like you can see here, the Lyle ship is
Yeah.
attempting to attack MGW's main ship, and it's just not happening.
I mean, Lindsay's getting
because
redirected
they are.
by
The AI trigger.
which one?
See the
this
one in front of the core? Yeah,
Oh,
that
this
that one
okay,
there.
I see.
Yeah,
That's the one that's causing me.
it's
Okay.
shielding his core. Although as his ship turns, that might
Yeah,
start.
MGW
being the
needs
case.
more of these and less of these, probably.
Yep, now it's back to missiles on target.
And this looks potentially fatal.
Ooh, yep.
Ooh,
There
yeah.
it goes. Yeah, all the torpedoes
Yeah.
simultaneously blowing up.
Man, Viper versus AI trigger fights, that's gonna be potentially
Yeah.
dicey matchup.
Yeah, MGW, I think your own AI triggers might have been messing with it, I'm not quite sure. Although I don't think the number of autocannons you had would have been enough to deal with quite that many missiles anyway. There are a lot of them.
I don't know if it's hitting from the side, like this amount of distance in space armor is
Yeah, that you just
This
don't
is-
have a lot of space to take any hits there.
very carvable.
And while MGW's distractors are hiding behind the corpse of his capital ship,
Actually, wait, he's doing damage, isn't he? Let me see.
he's doing some damage, but
it's mostly unscratched.
not a lot. Yeah, the locusts
Okay,
are
I think
being
it's got
killed off.
Still trying to fire at this guy instead
Yeah.
of this guy.
Now it's
Stupid
actually
crap.
close enough that the missiles aren't timing out and they're actually hitting despite the obstacles. But
Nah, it doesn't have a...
doesn't matter. He'll win on points regardless.
I don't know, this guy is so squishy I can't take it for granted. Okay. No.
That is true. it is pretty squishy for how
But
expensive.
yeah, I'm
it is.
afraid to set it to 8x, because just in case something just pops in. But I think it's Life's got it. Congrats.
Yeah, well, takes it. Okay, let's see if Skill can pull this off. Skill's weapon types should be pretty good against spaced armor, but I'm concerned about his AI issues.
Well, they got fired at. It was just they were almost immortal because of the giant carcass in the way. I wonder how large he can make these distraction ships.
Yeah, in this case it favors MGW if his support ships get focused first rather than his main ship.
I don't think Skill can take this. They're all starting to lock up already.
I think if his AI worked properly, it might, but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Like, if his ships were able to just charge in and surround, I think he'd have a good chance, but they're not going to.
He has to attack from the side. That's the weak point. If they
Yeah,
surround,
well, that's
they're just gonna
exactly what I mean.
AI triggers.
Well, the sides are, yeah. The,
I mean,
yeah,
Skill
I
has
think
more
they're just gonna
points
sit
though.
there.
Skill has more points, so...
We'll see if Skill's Locus, if he has enough Locus to just eat through this armor. I'm thinking he doesn't, because MGW does have that big cluster of autocannons around the core, which should PD them pretty effectively.
I think this is speed upable. They're just butt locked. Well, I mean, oh wait, maybe he meant to have a butt lock because these locusts are firing backwards.
I mean, it doesn't really matter what direction they fire.
Conspiracy. I guess I can't speed it up. There's just too many blocks.
Yeah.
No, look at this gun. Arrow, arrow, arrow. The gun's really firing this way? I don't think so. Light. Fire.
The points are actually relatively close here.
Flashing lights warning to all of you who can't handle looking at flashing lights.
A little bit late for that.
Yeah, it's okay. If you got it, you'll know. If you know, you know. Wait, there's like a little circle of... Are these flags?
Yeah, those are the flags. They look a little bit weird with SGM. But, yeah.
Another AI.
Yeah, the AI, it's too bad with Skill's fleet. Like, it's... I think conceptually a pretty effective fleet. It just needs functional AI.
No, it's okay.
The turning thrusters are really messing with it.
It's like when you lose in a shooting game, you just blame lag, and you don't blame yourself. It's so you can just say, oh yeah, I would win, but I just can't turn. So that's actually pretty smart, because beating MGW legitimately takes a lot of luck. So I can understand having a engineered excuse. I approve. Just like how Owl is using the fixed rangefinder excuse to justify his disruptors. I'm onto you.
I mean,
you win this time.
Part of the reason that I say this is because I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but I have my own roster of secret testing ships that I run against tournament submissions.
And disruptors are actually
not. I wouldn't say they're top dog, but they hold their own under the right circumstances.
All right. I believe you.
They are one of the trickier weapons to get to work. Basically, the thing is, being spinal mounted weapons on a faction like IHC is really disadvantageous, but their raw stats are extremely high. Like, if they were turreted, they would be incredibly OP. They output
But are
ridiculously high
they
DPS.
good generalists? Like, can you like? Oh, do they only work against specific
No,
tournaments?
they'll punch through about anything, honestly. Skill might actually take this though.
Oh wait.
The
Ooh,
his locusts have good angle and they're cutting in.
Oh no, but the autocannons are firing. Oh wait, the points are actually super close.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with your
Oh,
ship's
crap.
AI. It might be getting confused by its own debris. I'm not really sure.
100-point spread.
My guess would be that your own AI triggers are messing with it, but I'm not certain about that. You'd have to experiment.
I think Lab's got this. He's just like taking out one ship for 2 bronzes.
Yeah, I want to say that skill has an advantage here,
Wow,
but
that's one shot right there.
but the thing is that with his the issue with his ships turning around, I don't think they're actually going to be able to close in on that missile ship. They just have too much trouble moving across the map without getting turned around.
2 shot. I mean, they're still gonna be fighting the distractors anyways, so it doesn't actually matter. Like,
Yeah, true. I'm not sure you can actually take them out in time. Oh, hey Alex, glad you could join us. This is we're getting near the end of the second pool. We'll be moving into champion pool soon.
I feel like I'm gonna be drawing a layoff picture soon.
Perhaps.
Actually, I don't know. I mean,
We'll see.
it's still really squishy.
Still,
and there's
still second
Jonathan.
subpool.
There's still Jonathan.
There is Jonathan. And Jonathan has much more PD. We'll see if PD or distractors is the more effective defense.
I think distractors can hold up the PD for longer.
Maybe. It'll be an interesting match. It's
Let's see here. Debris, 3 distractors will probably take 3 barrages. That's not
Alex,
killed
most
straight up the distractor.
most people have their own names. The only one is
MGW?
yeah, R-dat whatever. Yeah,
Going on
he's MGW.
here? This thing is
Also,
saving this thing.
I'm Owl,
Oh.
and the other voice is Splinter.
Yes, I'm not Owl. I am MGW. Not really.
I'll grab some water. I'll be right back.
Good idea. Okay. Well, layup cleans up shop.
Yeah, I don't think.
See if I can actually get
I
a
don't
drink of
think
water
skill-
before layup wins. Wait a sec, now that I think about it, didn't our last IHC get delayed by a week or something? Because I had... Oh, it's not here. Yeah, they're not real asteroids. It was one of Owl's creations. I mean, small ships might have a chance if they're hiding behind debris like this, but I guess we die eventually.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so that is the second subpool there.
Oh wait, I didn't get a screenshot. You want to go back and confirm? I think
Yeah, I'll
it's
just
MGW
pull
and
up the Twitch vid.
Live and MGW, I think.
I believe so. Let me double check that just in case. But I think you're
Any
right.
ties for third? I really doubt it.
No, it was a definite first and second. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it was Lyoff and MGW.
I'm gonna rank this in order of...
Okay, it was four wins from Lyoff and 3 wins from MGW.
And how about the rest? The 2 wins? Is
two wins for skill and the rest don't show up. I think it was 1 win for Joyous. And yeah, 1 win for Joyous. Unfortunately, the lower ranking submissions here mostly just were plagued with AI issues. Alosis ships didn't aim, and skills ships just wouldn't face forward to actually move.
They're just trolling you. It's okay.
Which will be something to keep in mind for next tournament. Something to tweak.
I think is this the... Okay, I think this is the order of strength I perceive. By the way,
And
so
yeah, no problem, Alex. I know you've been busy.
Wait, didn't we delay the last one by a week because I was out?
Yeah.
I should have done it again. I should have done it again.
Anyway, moving into the champion pool, we're seeing, I believe we saw this fight in subpool 1 already. Jonathan against Debris here.
Missile superiority, I think?
Not Jonathan against Debris, Jonathan is Debris. Empirics against Debris.
Him, I think, but the last
yeah, in the first match, when we initially saw this fight, Empirics took it. We'll see if this happens again. I suspect it will. Against heavy, just lots of heavy armor like this.
Dude, MTW, don't even bother reverse caster cursing this. You're not gonna
Artillery
get
really
place.
does have just a lot more firepower.
Wow. I mean, he made it past the frontal armor. So.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, nothing really, except for disruptors, nothing else really challenges the artillery in sheer firepower here. Like, the missiles probably have less than half the DPS,
No,
I'd say.
I think if Debris had more effective distractors, he might...
Oh yeah, like, if he had more distractors to defend or something like that, but...
I like how there's like a mini MGW AI trigger going on.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I think this is intentional, because this line going down could easily be patched up.
Yeah, it very well might be intentional, and if so, that's a pretty cool feature.
It's exposing the buttocks, and I think that's it.
Yeah, turning unfortunately, that's a consequence of his thruster layout. He's got all of his thrusters on the sides.
It's like a giant version of the 16 monoships or something. 17?
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, if he loses one side of his thrusters, all of his thrusters on the other side, so he turns around.
Yeah, I'm really thinking if Debris just had just 2 more distractors, then distractors would be better.
Alex, it's mostly just because both of these ships have a huge amount of firepower on them. They're very firepower heavy. Yeah, each of those, zoom in on Sawtooth for a sec.
What's left of it?
Yeah, so each of those guns, Alex, is I think 1,200p.
Wow, that's a big hole.
So he's got a lot of firepower. Also, yeah, IHC armor is not incredibly strong. It's decent. It's I think like 4 durability or something like that. Sawtooth is also made out of the light armor instead of the heavy armor, so it's a little bit squishier than that.
I think these torps will. Well, they're getting intercepted. A lot of flak there. Where's the flak located?
In front of the artillery, and there's a little bit of it elsewhere as well. MGW's torpedoes here, if he gets a hit, which he is getting
a hit.
Yikes, that'll do it.
That is
unfortunately he's taken out all of or most of Empiric's PD
actually
there as well.
A tuber.
And there's a kill. Yeah, that's what 10,000 P of torps will do. And no, Alex, it does not. IHC does not have shields. The artillery has a small splash radius, but pretty high splash damage. It's mostly non-splash. It's mostly piercing damage, but it also does deal decent splash.
So does 10,000 P worth of your secret sauce disruptor tester ships do something like that? Oh, there's AI
what was that?
That's probably Locust Hop. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, it was probably Locust physics glitch.
Well, if it's intentional, I think that actually set you back a couple of years. I'm speeding it up a bit so you can get back. Oh, he's
sorry, what were you saying before? What were you saying before, Splinter?
I was saying, does 10,000 P worth of your special disruptor testers?
Oh, I haven't actually tested that.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that one locust hub destroyed.
Yeah, that was not MGW's advantage.
That's really interesting. The anti-cheat. I'd probably have to watch out for those locust hops in the future.
Yeah, Alex, I guess you weren't here when we were talking about it, but MGW's ship is meant to fall apart to mess with enemy AI.
The lizard man.
With these, you can see these tiny little sort of filaments, and when those break, parts of it fall off. It's been kind of working sometimes. It's been a little unreliable.
I mean, at least makes the matches
it works.
It
yeah.
Spices things up. And two
yeah,
shots.
those torpedo volleys are rough.
2 salvos, that's it. I mean, Empirics beat Jonathan, but
this'll be interesting.
Oh,
this
wow.
is one we have not seen.
One salvo kills 2 distractors. I mean, I think the distractor layout for layoff is like 10 times better, so I think he's got this.
I do think as far as distractors go, Lyolf has an advantage here. Empirics does have the flak to help defend, but I think the flak might be distracted by the carronade brawlers, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, Jonathan won one of the rounds, even with an inferior distractor layout, so...
The other thing is, like, this is also where you can see it now coming into play, the actual reduced turn rate of the artillery. Yeah. Look how long it, like, as they try to retarget.
It's digging.
They're wasting a lot of time retargeting.
I mean, it doesn't help that he rotates to show his weak side to the main.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, he's losing a lot of potential damage output here because the turn rate of the artillery is so slow.
Yep, he's blowing holes in your ship. Actually, more like digging a well into your ship.
Yeah.
It goes straight to the water source, which is the commanders on the bridge.
I think Empirics may have done better here if he had. Currently, he has a few of the big flak. I think maybe a larger number of light flak might have.
Yeah, if he had breaching charges, oh, that'd be cool. Big mono breaching charge ship. Imagine. Oh, the rear's even weaker than the sides. Oof. Yeah, Leo is crushing it. I don't know, him taking out 2 distractors with 1 salvo is all I needed to see. That was something else.
Yeah, that against like tightly grouped stuff, the artillery can do a pretty good job. Ooh, wow.
Ooh, that's one destructor
Cut it
down.
in half in one shot.
He seems to have trouble against. Why is he shooting at the weapons module? That's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is a good place to aim there.
I think maybe he's firing at the distractor.
I think he
have no
is, but
idea.
it's convenient for him.
It just takes. I mean, it missed. So.
I feel like overall, Debris got an advantage here if he can successfully kite. Just because MGW doesn't, his only long range
These torps
weapons
are
that
gonna
can.
land, you.
Are they? I don't think.
No,
they're right at the edge of their range.
Oh, they landed. That's a land.
Yep, that hit.
Yeah, what was the advantage
Yeah,
for Debris
never
again?
mind. Debris not keeping enough distance. I thought he would stay outside of torpedo range, but it does not seem to be that he's doing that.
Oh boy, MGW, he's pretty strong. This is not. Oh, he's digging a canyon. Not
Yep.
even a well or a hole. That's a canyon.
See, now they're hitting the edge of their range, but I think they'll still have enough splash to hit the core. Or not. But he does have artillery. He does have artillery. That's able to get in. Yeah, Debris likes his missile ships, missile and
who
torpedo ships.
doesn't? I see quite a few missile and torpedo ships today. Oh, this is doing a lot more digging than previous.
Yep, that's a solid torp.
That's at least a 10k medical bill if you're a person.
Yep.
At least in America, where we don't have the. Oh god. No. 2 barrages. I mean, it survives longer than Sawtooth. Sawtooth can only handle like 2 barrages. That's
Yeah.
3 barrages. What a scary ship.
Yeah, that is a nasty torpedo volley.
I mean, I feel like MGW could have just sufficed with half as many torps. Like, they'd still do.
Oh, this will be an
damage.
interesting. This will be an interesting matchup. The two missile fleets, Viper missile fleets.
Oh yeah, like you're saying, distractors versus.
Yeah, one side's got better distractors, other side's got a lot of flak.
I mean, the distractors haven't gotten into flak distraction range yet. I mean, I guess Johnson's
not
got
yet.
a lot of backup thrust.
Alex, the torpedoes are very, very powerful. I don't remember the stats off the top of my head, but they're basically short range and don't turn very well, but they hit really hard.
I'm trying to think. I have a feeling Owl is willing to give a handicap to fixed more than range.
To what?
Oh wait, this guy's done for.
Yeah,
Ooh.
all the distractors are cleaned up. He
God.
certainly can't deal with it one-on-one.
Oh my god, is this gonna be another 3-way tie for first? Too many pictures to draw.
And yeah, Alex, they are probably like the single hardest hitting weapon for cost, aside from breaching charges.
How much thrust does Jonathan have for going back?
He has a
That's
lot of
actually-
thrust.
Oh, he's hauling.
I do wish he would keep his range a little bit more.
This
It's
is
coming to
probably
bite him a
gonna
little
hurt.
bit, but when he is able to keep his distance, like he certainly has the thrust to do it.
Well, I mean, he might get some thrust taken out. Bad. Oh wow, something intercepted it. I think if he makes his full rotation, then he's in a good spot.
Yeah,
No,
looks
no
like it.
three-way.
Yep, looks like
Please no 3-way. Down to 2 last ships. I think Jonathan's gonna get his revenge.
I don't mind three-way ties and like ties in general, honestly, as long as it's not all the same types of ships that end up tying. That just means that we've got,
torpedo. Yeah, right.
I mean, the missiles and torpedoes do almost opposite things.
Well, I mean, 2 missiles and a torp as winners.
We'll see. I do think I'm going to tweak missiles. Like I was saying, I want to make them pierce less.
Yep.
Torpedoes, I think, basically work fine.
I'm trying to think of what MGW could have done if he like saved some money from his torps.
Yeah, Alex, I think the only tournaments he's previously participated in, referring to Lyolf, that is, are the previous two CFT installations, but he's done very well in all of them. He's a relatively new competitor, but he actually tied for first in the last one. Yeah, I think MGW is just
little green. Actually, no, you have. If you look at other Liao things, he's got like mechs and stuff with like arms.
Yeah, his first fleet was a mecha fleet. That was pretty cool.
You're missing out. Oh, torps just take out.
No, they don't friendly fire, but unless it was disconnected. If it was disconnected, then maybe.
Oh wait. He's down to 4 distractors left. That's actually... Hey, maybe MGW might take a win all to himself.
Depends on whether he can close the distance to Lyle's missile cruiser.
No three-way tie needed.
We will see. The AI triggers, you can see, are messing with Lyle's missile aim. The missiles are pretty confused here.
I mean, it's still hitting. I think it's hitting flak. That's what it's hitting. Well, the flak is.
The flak and auto cannons are
this one's
protecting it well, but not quite well
light.
enough.
One light down.
I don't actually know if MGW has enough thrusters left to actually close the distance. I don't think he does.
Oh, yeah.
And the missiles are cutting in.
Yeah, and to the inner sanctum.
I think Lyle's got this. Yep, there it pops.
So maybe if he saved 2000 P on torps and then turned it into, do fighters shoot missiles? I guess not.
The fighters shoot plasma spears.
I don't think they.
Oh, you mean whether they intercept missiles?
Intercept missiles.
Yeah. They do. They do.
How about lasers? Would lasers work?
They're not great at it though.
Viper missiles.
Yeah. Remember we saw that last tournament. There was Debris brought a pure missile fleet, and Cersei's battleship with the laser arrays XPD completely shut them down.
Yeah. So I think if MGW saved 2000 P on torps and turned them into lasers. PD? Maybe that might.
Maybe, or just melt more flak.
I mean, at least it can hit stuff way out of range. I mean, yeah, flak seems to be kind of working. I don't know. I like giving some variety to my PD.
And there it goes again.
Oof. Oh.
I will say I might well. We'll see. I'll have to test. I may reduce the. Okay, so we've got a two-way tie here.
That's two-way.
Yep.
I swear
it was two tied for first. It was not, in fact, three-way. Let me just. I will go grab one right now.
Congrats.
Give me just a moment.
Question mark and question mark.
Pretty sure I know who won that, but I do not want to incorrectly announce that. Yeah, so two-way tie between MGW and Lyle. Congrats to both of you. And yeah. And honorable mentions to both Sawtooth and Empirix and Debris.